Hey, what's up, Taurus, and welcome to your April monthly tarot card reading. My name is Robin, and this is my channel, AriesFireTarot, so thanks so much for joining me, guys. So I'm going to look at the month of April using the Tattoo Tarot Ink and Intuition deck, and this is just going to be a general read. I don't mean to say just a general read, because I believe if you were guided here, guys, there's a message somewhere in the reading for you, but, you know, I really hope that since you're spending your time with me that the reading resonates 100%, but chances are it might not. So just keep in mind, it's a general reading. Okay, so anyway, I hope you guys are all doing great, and thanks again for joining me. I'm just gonna shuffle the deck a few times, and I keep the small talk to a minimum because I'm so awful at it, but I do appreciate you guys being here. So I hope you're doing amazing. So this is going to be a 5-card reading, and the first card we're going to look at is the energy of the new month. So April 2020 for Taurus. All right, so I feel like that's a good amount of shuffling. I'm going to do a deck cut, and for that first card, we'll have a look there. So we've got the Ace of Wands here, guys. This is great. It's fantastic. So it's like anytime you see an ace, it's like the universe is going to be delivering you a gift. So you're going to be receiving the gift of genius in April. You know, there's some idea coming in for you. You've got the wands here, which is about forward moving action, really bright ideas. It's sort of the ancient version of a light bulb going off over top of somebody's head, you know. Ooh, that's really, really amazing. So you can look forward to that. I feel like this card has a little bit more to say. I'm not quite done with it. But it feels like it's kind of keeping a secret right now. So let's keep on pulling cards and see. We'll just give the Ace of Wands a little bit of time to open up. It feels like there's something left to unfold there. So something to leave behind or move past, you guys, and this is always great advice. So you've got the Fool card. So maybe there's something that you've been working on that isn't working out for you. Maybe there's something that you're pursuing that's just better left, you know. Maybe you tried it, it didn't work out. Maybe you tried it a few times, it didn't work out. Maybe you're just getting exhausted and you keep on pursuing something that clearly isn't for you. And it could be preventing this new idea from coming in, which could be why I'm feeling like it's sort of in the shadows a little bit. You know, it really wants to come out, but there's something else occupying your mind right now. You know, maybe you're pursuing the wrong person to date. Maybe you're looking at the wrong business idea, or maybe you're in the wrong job. You know what I mean? Maybe you're just in the wrong place. And there could be some sort of loyalty or dedication or just like a fierce determination that's keeping you there with the Fool card and making all these starts. But you notice this Fool card, he's standing still and he's looking ahead, you know, and the dog's sort of yapping around at his heels and all of that. But you have to excuse me, I have something in my eye. Do you know what I mean? He's not going anywhere. A lot of the Fool cards in the decks that I have, they're actually like striking out. They're moving, you know, and they've got some forward motion going on. And speaking of my dog, I just have to let her out quickly. Hold on. She must have heard me say dog and then wake up. So anyway, that's all taken care of. So let's get back to you guys. So there's definitely something holding you back, and it could be the idea of the way that things should have turned out. And there's this sort of popular meme that I see sometimes, and you know, it's basically the theme of it is saying you have to let go of the idea in your head of how things should have turned out, because that can be the thing that's holding you back, right? You know, and maybe if you're thinking, oh well, by a certain age I should have been married and had 2.5 kids and had the pets and, you know, the suburban house and like whatever that dream is, if you're holding on to it so tightly, like your reality might not come in. So that's what I'm seeing here. You've got a bit of a struggle. It's almost like between, you know, your energy body and your intellectuality. So the classic struggle, right? So let's see how you can get the most of the new month. So you've got the Eight of Cups here, guys. I mean, this is exactly what I was talking about, like the being sort of stuck energy. So it's like you're ready to move on, but there's some sort of last vestige of hope where you're like, oh, well, if I just cling on to this, like everything's going to turn out okay. Maybe for some of you, you're attempting to leave that crappy job or leave that, you know, I want to say crappy spouse or partner, and you're hanging in there because, you know, this should turn out. This will turn out if I give it a little bit more time. But you're really just on the precipice. It's like I see like you're on the ledge and you're ready to jump and spread your wings. But what is holding you back? Is it the familiarity, or is it the loyalty, or just simply the idea that things should have turned out for you a certain way? So you can really just look at that intellectually, leave your energy body out of it, and then put some facts and figures into place and like do a pros and cons list. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, and do it on pen and paper or whatever, Excel spreadsheet, but have a look at it closely and decide, like, are you going to stay and put up 100% into it, or are you going to go and put 100% into that? Because you know, it's too wishy-washy, it's too ambivalent, and your ambivalence is going to sort of keep you in sort of a treading water kind of Eight of Cups energy, where you're just sort of standing there and you're tied to it, but you're looking wistfully into a future that you're not taking steps towards, right? So I see you've got a classic conundrum going on here, guys. Stay or go. So something related to your spiritual journey that you should explore. You've got the Three of Swords, very interesting, and this could explain why you're being tied to sort of a stagnant situation or energy, or a situation that's no longer serving you. And what's really interesting about this Three of Swords, guys, if you look at it, it's all surrounded in cobwebs. So you need to shake those cobwebs off. You need to release stagnant pain. And this is something definitely related to your spiritual journey, because it's holding back your brilliance. You know, it's holding back these ideas and the inspiration from the universe. You know, dusty old cobwebs, they're not serving you or anybody around you at all. This is going to be a month where you can really blow out any old whatever that's clinging to you. You don't need it anymore. And if you have to do an energy healing, I don't do those, you guys, but there's plenty of people out there. Energy clearing, you know, go for a spa day. I always recommend a hot bubble bath. You can never go wrong with a hot bubble bath. I just started doing Qigong, and there's certain practices, there's certain flows that helps your body release stagnant energy, because it's really surprising that stagnant energy can get stuck into your energy body, your aura, your cells, your tissues, and your organs. So, and it's not complicated, it's not painful, it's easy to do. So you can definitely incorporate a little bit of that, or whatever it is that gets your blood flowing, you know what I mean? So that's really tied to your spirituality, is freeing up that energy around you and letting go of lost pain. You don't need it anymore. Maybe it protected you in the past, but it doesn't have to be part of your current reality. So something to be mindful of, you guys. So you've got the Hanged Man. So you're really being invited to look at your life in a different perspective. You know, that what I was saying in the beginning is like, are you holding on to a picture that you put in your mind when you were a child, and sort of holding up your current reality against that old snapshot that you took when you weren't really aware of the reality of life? You know, things evolve. You know, and at a certain age, you kind of have to let all that go and look at where you really are, what you really want, what's really going to serve who you are now. And you've been through probably so many versions of yourself to get to where you are right now. So why are you hanging on to it? And check this out, you guys. So there's two roses here flanking the Hanged Man. And there's two roses here flanking the Ace of Wands. So when you start to look at things in a different way, and start to understand that you need to make choices that serve you now in your current reality, these ideas are going to come flourishing in, and they're going to blast out all of this old stagnant energy that's keeping you anchored in a reality that you don't want to be in. Awkward much? And allow you to move forward and flow freely into your future, you know, and it might not look anything like what you dreamed when you were a little girl or a little boy, but I mean, that's the way life goes. So it's time to just really release anything that was holding you back, change the way you look at where you are in your life right now, release the old ideals because they're not serving you, they're just kind of keeping you on hold. You know, I feel like your life is on hold. You're just waiting for the other person to pick up the call again, and you're like sick of this same old tune. You know what I'm saying? So time to release, go forward, go forth, be free. Guys, have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.